guys and gals, Never here from Drake Queen Gaming, Sunny Mountain Toward the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of I Wanna Hug That Gator. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Here we go. Okay, let's do it, y'all. Alright. Olivia pauses for a moment mid-brushstroke, but then continues. Practically my whole life. Damien and I have known each other since we were carpet crocs. And his parents have known my dad since, well, forever, since before we were even neighbors. Ah, friends of the family? Pretty much. Whole reason why I'm living with them. Her muzzle clamped shut. Forget what I just said. The words were spoken with a tone tinged bitter with something. A tone I felt very familiar with, whenever my own family is brought up. Sure. The only sounds left now are her brushstrokes on the canvas. My focus turns back to the patch of blotchy red and pale acrylic oil slowly forming across the white expanse. Occasionally, Olivia's gray eyes would glance my way before going back to her work. Compared to the more rapid pace of time-lapse art videos I had viewed, she was more deliberate with each of her movements. Pretty obvious since most of those were done digitally, another thing I'd not considered. Still, staring at the painting in progress itself, there's something uncanny about it. It's now more formed, definitely looking like something. Cupping my chin with one hand in contemplation, I use the other to try to trace out the peachy pale and vibrant red colors. Olivia looks back to me again, and a glint of something shines through her eyes. Hold that pose now. Hey! How long have you been using me as a layman doll? Her hand fails to cover up the snort that comes from her nose, followed by a gremlin-like cackle. Consider it the price to see my process. I want a refund. Nope. Looking again, it's slowly become an oil bust of my burnt face. Like looking in a mirror, huh? Can't you at least get my good angle? Nope. Turning back to the mural du melanoma, Olivia starts adding in a blotch of cream on my head. A sigh escapes my lips. Hey, I said stay still. Why? I'm not that red. Another high-pitched giggle comes out of Olivia. It's called artistic license. Well, it needs to be renewed. Despite being the butt of her joke, I feel myself smiling. Must be the new sounds from her. It's the first time I think I've seen her happy outside of Yedikin's class. And yeah, that laugh of hers is kind of infectious. The silence returns, though the mood feels much lighter now. I feel so stiff right now. I don't know how long I've been holding this pose now. If I had to guess from the sunlight filtering into the house, it's at least been an hour. Mural du melanoma was almost done, and it was staring back at me with the most intense eyes. Olivia's attention was left on one final detail, the hand holding my chin. I'm thankful she'd finished the sunglasses first because the reflected light from the sliding back door had been searing my retina. Olivia? Hush! She turns her head and focuses entirely on the hand held by my ear, pupils moving rapidly to try and take in every last detail. Her fingers twitch as her hand hovers over the painted hand. Her eyes are now shifting between my hand and my eyes. Her hand is now quaking and a growing redness suffused her face. The more she looks towards my eyes, the more her arm shakes and face brightens. Finally, she turns away from me entirely, bringing both of her arms with her and away from me and the canvas. Okay! Okay. Her cheeks puff out as she exhales on her held breath. Okay. Finally, she turns her cherry red face to the canvas and inspects the near-complete portrait. I'll come back to this later. Can I... Yeah, you can drop your hand now. Finally. I lay back on the couch, feeling my spinal cord pop in rapid succession. I said your hand. Can't. I attempt to stretch my arm in front of me, and because of my stiffened muscles, my forearm is pulled back toward my face. I repeat the motion several times, the movement helping to ease the muscle until finally my arm doesn't feel spring-loaded. While I was busy trying to fix my arm, Olivia was packing up the canvas. That's about it. You can go join the others or whatever. She drags the canvas, easel, and acrylic tubes back to her room. I wonder if she'll keep that one. And I wonder if she'll stay in her room again. I've been inside for a while. I don't think anyone outside has noticed we've been gone. Vinny and Damien seemed to accept that Olivia would stay inside. But... Wait. I've caught her a bit off guard. Invite Olivia to join you back outside. If I'm going outside, it'd be rude of me to leave without saying bye at least. She looks at me quizzically. Sure. but I think I'll try staying until the end. This is probably the best. This has probably been the best day I've had since I moved here. And my first real friends in a long while. I'm glad they've been invited. She's not leaving, but she's scanning me suspiciously. Damien's been a great friend, and his folks have been really nice to me. Better than my own parents, even. You're lucky to have them, I think. I guess. Good for you. Have fun with that. I really need to... I think you should come along. She freezes. What? Her eyes widen, some of the color leaves her face. No, I can't. Why not? Mr. and Mrs. Payne. They already have Vincent and Damien to worry about, and right now they're hosting all the other guests. They've got plenty to deal with already. I'm not worth the accommodations. Just leave it. Let them be normal. Even then, it's like I said, I don't have much time left. That's a little overly harsh. It was every argument she had. They're the kind of arguments that come from desperation and guilt. To convince herself it's for her own good. Maybe it's a little presumptuous, but that's at least the sort of thoughts I've had reading notes from my parents allotting me resources like I'm just an anthropomorphized mouth. It certainly doesn't seem like I'm worth it to them sometimes. But they're your godparents, right? They're helping you folks, yeah, but they chose to have you here. Because they want to let you be normal. That doesn't... normal part of their family, I mean. I don't think they'd have you here if they didn't want that. Oh, please, go on and tell me more about my own family. Her voice is sardonic. She's not making eye contact anymore, but she's listening intently. This is all stuff she's known already. But you're absolutely right about one thing. You don't have much time left. Neither do I, honestly. Even if it's mostly because of moving. You know what they say about rolling stones gathering no moss? And that way, we're in the same boat. Give it a shot? There's some perfectly good moss right out there. Okay. I'll try it with you. That analogy is pretty dumb, but you're right. The back door squeaks back open. Even with sunglasses, I wince at the sudden brightness. I take a step out and stretch my back, working out the last bit of stiffness from my shoulders. Olivia still waits at the threshold of the door. What are you waiting for? A curtain call? With a grin, I draw the sliding door even wider, and with a beckoning wave, attempt to usher Olivia out as if I were her personal attendant. Cut that out. Don't make it weird. Despite her words, her tone is more humored than annoyed with me. Relax. Nobody's even looking. But it looks like there's definitely no more food left. About right. As Olivia rolls down a small wooden ramp I hadn't noticed, we catch Damien on the bottom step. Olivia? At the table, heads turn towards us, a look of surprise etched on the faces of most of them. Instead of answering him verbally, Olivia's hands come up in a nervous wave. The rest of the party resumes their prior discussions, although maybe a bit livelier than before. Hey, cool to see you out here again! Hey, Damien, why are you all the way over here for? I can't stand to be by Liz's uncle when he's eating. He's got those, fibrous teeth, ugh. Like blue whales have? Yeah, freaks me out. His dentist must make a fortune. Yeah. Hey, Olivia, what are you doing back out here? You forget something? No, I just thought it'd be good to enjoy the weather while it lasts. Damien perks up, with his frills undulating. No, Damien, stop that. Olivia quivers as Damien's grin grows wider and frills start moving faster. Ew, stop it! Even I'm getting unnerved by how those things move. Damien! Sorry, you know these things got a mind of their own. Finally, those weird flaps still. Dude, you were just complaining about Mr. Ferris and his teeth. Hey, at least he can keep his mouth shut. Hey, I can always wear a beanie. No, you can't. Remember the last time you tried? Both Damien and Olivia share a laugh over some event they're privy to. When they finish, Damien asks the million-dollar question. So, are you gonna join in, or...? She turns her head my way, and I give her a supportive thumbs up. Yeah. Damien finally stands from the step, and we all start heading for the table. Each partygoer greets us when we approach. The loudest from... Livy! Hey! You finally came to play again! The rambunctious boy hoots and hollers as he bounces and circles around her. Olivia huddles her arms and looks aside in my direction, feeling the stares from the table. I give her a reassuring thumbs up. Actually, this is perfect. Thank you, Vinny. This is something Olivia has been able to give when she was worried about just taking. Hope she goes for it. I'm a little tired, Vinny. What? No, come on, Olivia. You promised we'd play today, like old times. Please. Oh, all right. You win. I did promise. You want to play cannon then? Yeah, cannon! Oh gosh, you're just gonna throw him into the water? Alright then, ready? Round loaded! Fire! Just throws the child into the pool. Oh god, this was a bad idea. Woo! Fway! Randy! Oh, relax, Soph. Vinny's still young. Michael, Vinny, be careful! Okay, Mom. Whoa, have you gotten stronger, Olivia? No, shut up. Anyway, can we do it again, Livy? Olivia smiles and pats his head. Oh god, there she goes again, throwing a child into the pool. It's weird seeing it, but as she readies Vincent for another launch, the Gator girl has a bright, toothy smile I never thought she had. Mr. Payne? Woo! Alright, I get it. Vincent! Yeah, Dad? No more cannon today. Olivia and Vincent share a disappointed look. Now, there's a lot more things you two can do. Vincent perks up and immediately rushes off. Oh, I know! Olivia turns back to the rest of the group with an uneasy smile. Mrs. Payne steps forward, her hands held up and wavering. Olivia? Hi, Auntie. Miss Payne and her husband approach, both with nervous smiles. When she speaks, it's with a certain restraint, holding her excitement back. As though worried if it showed too much, she'll change her mind and go back in. I didn't miss much, right? I'm so glad you came out, dear. The older woman kneels in front of her and wraps her arms around Olivia. Aye, it's been too long, little ace. Randy's hand ruffles her hair while his other arm also encircles both Olivia and Sophia, and while Olivia does her best to avoid his palm. I can see the tiny smile on her face. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. It seems like a good place to pause it. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!